Could this ancient symbol be what John saw in Revelation 13? What if I told you that the world has been worshiping the image of the beast and calling it Jesus? This isn't clickbait, it's revelation coming to life. Revelation 13, verses 16 through 18. And he causes all, both small and great, and rich and poor, and free and slave, to be given a mark upon their right hand or upon their foreheads, and that no one should be able to buy or sell except he that has the mark of the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is the wisdom. He who has understanding, let him calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3 through 4. Let no one deceive you in any way, because the falling away is to come first, and the man of lawlessness is to be revealed, the son of destruction, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called Elohim, or that is worshipped, so that he sits as Elohim in the Mishkan of Elohim, showing himself that he is Elohim. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 19. Unless you lift up your eyes to the Shamayim, and shall see the sun and the moon and the stars, all the host of the Shamayim, and you be drawn away into bowing down to them and serving them, which Yahweh your Elohim has allotted to all the peoples under all the Shamayim. The key points here in the image is the he, the she, and the sigma. The figure is the traditional Roman Jesus Christ icon. So we have the mark, which is the he, the she on the forehead. Then we have our hand gesture, resembling the Greek he, she, sigma. Then we have the IHS, which equals the JES, which equals the XES, referencing to Jesus as a pictogram of the beast. This shows that the symbol John saw, he, she, sigma, may not be merely a number 666, but a religious code masquerading as a holy and visually represented in Christian arts and rituals. The gesture is common in Orthodox and Catholic icons, traditionally said to form the initials ICXC, which is Jesus Christ. However, as we rightly discern, it also forms the same shape as the he, she, sigma, hinting at a possible deception hidden in plain sight. The next image we have here is the IHS, the Isis, the Horus, and the Set. The IHS symbol is directly linked here to Egyptian pagan trinity. Isis, which is the mother, Horus is the child, and Set is the father, the enemy, and balance. This implies that the IHS acronym is not of Hebrew or scriptural origin, but a repurposed sun worship motive adopted by Rome. The Jesuit order used IHS as their emblem, which has often been debunked as a pure abbreviation of IHS. If rooted in Isis, Horus, and Set, then worship of Jesus is under the IHS banner may not be Yahweh worship at all, but a mask for ancient Egyptian solar religion, a spiritual trap. Now, in this third image is the hand sign, the he, the she, the sigma. Shows how the Greek letters he, she, sigma are literally embedded in the hand gesture of the icon. And the arrows point out the mark on the forehead, gesture of the hand, and celestial zodiac wheel above the image. This implies that the figure of Jesus, as portrayed by the Roman Church, embodies the beast mark through symbolism in gesture, which is the hand, symbolism in image, the mark on the forehead, and the zodiac, worship of celestial bodies, which scriptures condemns. And we went over one particular scripture, Deuteronomy 4:19, but an additional scripture is 2 Kings 23:5. The worship of the image in Revelation 13 might not be a statue, but this exact kind of widespread religious veneration of a false Messiah image. The name Jesus in English, the name Jesus is a transliteration, not a translation, of the Latin form Iosis, which represents the Greek form Iosus. The true name of the Messiah, Yeshua, was replaced with the name of Yahweh. According to the inspired prophecies, the Messiah name was to mean Yahweh is salvation, which is exactly what the name Yeshua means. And we can find in Acts 10, verse 12, and it reads, "Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is no other name under heaven given among men by which we must be saved." The beast didn't just create an idol, it created an entire religious system to worship the image and name of that idol, which we can thank Constantine under the Council of Nicaea. And I heard another voice from the Shamayim saying, "Come out of her, my people, lest you share in her sins, and lest you receive of her plagues." John 4:23-24. But the hour is coming, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and truth. For the Father also seeks such to worship him. Elohim is Ruah, and those who worship him need to worship in spirit and truth. Yahweh's people must reject the image, the false name, and return to Yeshua HaMashiach, son of Elohim, not IHS. The mark of the beast may not be a chip or tattoo, It might already be in your hand and on your forehead.